call the meeting to order, and we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as presented.
Is there support?
Support.
Thank you. Julie, please.
Mr. Buckey?
Yes.
Ms. McQuiston?
Yes.
Ms. Mermel?
Yes.
Mr. Singer?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Weedman?
Yes. Motion's approved. We have no public participation tonight, and we move on to our sole item on the agenda, discussion of our superintendent contract. As you know, the board provided some guidelines for me to have a conversation with Ben, and we had a good meeting earlier this week, and we've come to an agreement, and that agreement has been provided to all of you prior to the meeting by Julie. And so we are here to take action on this and make Ben our next superintendent. So is there any discussion before we move to the motion? Hearing none, and we shouldn't have any. So I think we fully discussed this issue. So moving to action items, may I have a motion to approve the superintendent contract?
I move that we approve Mr. Benjamin Kirby's employment contract for the superintendent position of Lake Orion Community Schools, effective July 20th of 2020 through June 30th of 2023 as presented.
Is there support?
I support that.
Thank you. Julie?
Mr. Buckey?
Yes.
Ms. McQuiston?
Yes.
Ms. Mermel?
Yes.
Mr. Singer?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Weedman?
Yes.
Yay!
Motion to approve the hiring of our new superintendent, Ben Kirby, is approved, and he deserves a round of applause. There's no doubt about it.
Well, thank you, everybody. It's the support that everybody has shown and the confidence that you have shown in me. I really appreciate that, and I'm really looking forward to continue to make connections with people over the last since all this has transpired. The connections I've had with the cabinet and other members, Mark, Julie, have just been outstanding, and just a real confirmation as to why the district is as great as it is. And I look forward to meeting and knowing more about each of you. My meeting with Jim was terrific. He was a great conduit for the board as far as what your expectations are of me, and I'm really looking forward to working with this team and doing some great things. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Ben. And we're moving right into recap and next steps. I would say next steps have already taken place. I will share with you that Ben has been making all kinds of connections in the district and has really been on top of things already. And so when we talk about a start date of July 20th, that's the official start date, but Ben's start date has already taken place, and he is aggressively getting up to speed here. And so I think he is going to be right in the thick of the things by the time we get to the 20th of this month. I would move on to closing comments and give any board members an opportunity to welcome Ben. Yes, Dana.
I know I can't go without speaking. Anyway, Ben, I do want to give you an official welcome. I'm excited one day to meet you in person, but I know you have your plate full. There's lots of things going on. It would be challenging anyway, but obviously with the COVID situation literally changing day by day, hour by hour, I'm confident that you can handle it. I'm really excited to welcome you to the Dragon family, and that's it.
Yes, you had your hand
Thank
up
you.
as well.
I did, yes. Welcome, Mr. Kirby. I am eager to also to meet you and to see you in action. And as a side note, before we end all this superintendent search as it's culminated tonight, I want to give a shout out to Julie for all she's done in helping us through this process. She adds Zoom
Absolutely.
executive producer to her job description, and she's been amazing. And just a side note, we've had to do a little bit more on our part to keep ourselves organized with printing and filing and things. And so I appreciate you even more for all that you've done for us. And a shout out to ONTV, even though they're not recording tonight, they have been there with us every step of the way as well. And I'm very appreciative to them for all their extra efforts for us. But yay, go
Perfect.
Dragons. Welcome, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you.
Other comments? Yes, Scott.
I would like to also give a shout out to Jim. I know that having been in his position before, dealing with all of us can be trying at times. And I think he came through like a champion. I appreciate everything that he's done. Ben,
Thank
it's
you.
awesome to have you. I think that you're going to see that this is a very positive team that puts kids first and puts the district first. And we'll see if we can get some dragon gear for you soon. You're muted.
I said, all right, very good. Thank you. We've got the Dragon gear in process.
Guys.
All right. All right. Thank you. Yes, Nate.
Yeah, you know, great comment. I appreciate the. Ooh, is that any better? Came in a little hot there.
Yeah.
Appreciate the comments of my colleagues here. It was well said, and echo all of it. Ben, can't wait for you to really get on and see what it means to be part of the Dragon community and Dragon family. Pretty confident you're going to make a big contribution, and totally confident you're going to enjoy the heck out of it. It is a special place for sure. I do have an ask of you as you hit the ground. I think your tagline was hit the ground learning or hit the ground listening. It might have been one or both. I think it was hit the ground learning. Recognizing the unusual times, this group knows how to work hard in Lake Orion, top to bottom. July and August is going to be even harder than usual for people in the summer. It's not a normal start to the year. And as you get into it, one ask of me, and I think I know this board well enough that it's an ask of us. If you see things where people are needing a boost or reinforce or even a support or a kind word, like the teams are going to be extra effort and putting in extra time through the summer. And we don't always have visibility to all of it. We have pretty good visibility because we're all out there and are very involved in very different parts of the community. But my ask is you get in there and you start seeing stuff. If you see ways that I or we could be helping the team and even just acknowledging that this is unusual and people are working way harder in the summer and they're going to be shortening their vacations and things like that. And I know it's a transition for you, so you're going to do that as well. Anything you see in that direction would be great just to hear. And I know we all pay attention to it, but you'll also have eyes to it that are different than ours. And that would be greatly appreciated. And welcome.
Great, thank you. And you are definitely right. And acknowledging Julie's hard work tonight certainly was a good step in that vein for sure. So I will keep that in mind. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nate. Jake, care to add anything?
Yeah, welcome, Ben. That start the journey, and as we start, I'm gonna take a second to look back and thank two people that Julie. I wasn't. You're the third, but Julie, I have to start with you. I wasn't gonna say you, but I have to say you because everybody's right that Ben, you've got the best assistant going. We have the best assistant going. That she is the glue that keeps everything moving, and in a good organization, being able to rely on Julie. But the two people I was going to mention, but I would be remiss not to mention you, Julie, are John Silveri, who helped us through this process. That he helped keep us on track and took us through a most unique way of going through this, since everything was virtual. And then also to Marion, because she got us in a position to be able to hire quality candidates who wanted to come into Lake Orion, what she's done over the last 10 years is set an extremely high bar for you. And I know that you look at that as, that's why you wanted the job. You wanted to come into a district that's great. So we have to thank Marion, and you can't say that enough. So welcome, Ben.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jake. And finally, let me just echo some thoughts of the board. I appreciate, first of all of you for the job you did on this. This was a very tall task, and you took it on. And we had some detours and starts and stops along the way, but we got to the goal, and that's the main thing. And we've made a good decision, and that's the number one thing. And I thank all of you for all your work, as well as Julie for your work, and Mark for your efforts in keeping us on track with all these meetings and making sure everything goes smoothly. And as I mentioned to some of you in the email, we're ending the one road and we're entering a new road. And while the last road was great, I think the new road is going to be just as great. And I'm looking forward to Ben's leadership in the district. And I know I speak on behalf of the entire board that we're standing ready to assist you in any way we possibly can for you to be as successful as you possibly can. So with that, welcome. And here we go.
Thank you.
And this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
All right,
Good
take
night.
care all.